Hello everybody, it's May, and we've got a month ahead post from the Old School RuneScape team. So, May is here, and they've got some interesting stuff planned. Big Mo will be making his way around the map, Shed Slayer is coming to Old School, a developer blog for the Summer Slayer expansion will be released, and more. So let's take a look at the month ahead. So we're starting off with Big Mo's May. And the big question on everyone's mind is, have you seen Big Mo? Big Mo is a businessman and salesman from overseas who has decided to take a trip around the map between the 1st of May and the 31st of May in an effort to get his hands on some interesting and valuable wares. He's in need of our help. After an unfortunate series of events involving faulty dragon claws, Big Mo's brother is no longer able to help him with the day-to-day running of his business. This leaves Big Mo with some tasks and items that he's unable to follow up on, in particular, clue scrolls. Once per day, throughout May, he'll be willing to sell you a clue scroll for a very reasonable price. There is no guarantee of what tier clue scroll he may sell you, but the more you visit him throughout the month, the more likely it will be that he has the tier that you're looking for. Of course, as Big Mo is a travelling salesman, you will have to track him down as he moves each day. He will move location at midnight GMT every day, and you will be able to get your daily clue scroll if you manage to find him. They'll be dropping some hints on his location over on the Old School RuneScape Twitter a few hours after he moves each day. So if you're struggling finding him, just wait a few hours and then check the Old School RuneScape Twitter. Next, Shed Slayer. In April, the Old School community voted yes for Shed Slayer on Content Poll 32. Early on in May, they'll be introducing the Shed Slayer system into Old School. If you're interested in Shed Slayer, this is how it works. When you and a friend do not have a Slayer assignment, you'll be able to partner up by one of you using a Slayer gem on the other. Once the partnership is accepted, you'll then both be assigned the same Slayer task when talking to Slayer Masters. While you'll be assigned the same Slayer task, your tasks will be independent of each other. If a player has a blocked task and their partner receives it as a task, they will simply not be assigned a Slayer task. Shed Slayer will give you and your friend the opportunity to have some company while you take on the grind. Being one of the most loved skills in Old School players will finally have an opportunity to share the fun. Next, developer blogs, Content Poll 32 and the Summer Slayer expansion. With Content Poll 32 opening at some point in May and a hefty Slayer update planned for later on in the summer, they've got plans for a few developer blogs throughout the month. They'll be kicking off the month with a developer blog for Content Poll 33 next week. If you've got small content suggestions that you'd like to see end up on a poll in the future, they've got a new thread in the Old School feedback and poll suggestion forum specifically for smaller content suggestions. Slightly later on in May, they'll be releasing a developer blog for the Slayer update planned for late summer. They've got a hefty list of content to go in with this update, so here's a quick overview of what will be included in the developer blog. There'll be Boss Slayer, Czar tasks, Jad Pet, which won't be restricted to Slayer, but it'll be planned to be bundled in with the update, an Abyssal Demon boss, a Hellhound boss, drop table reworks, bigger task unlocks, which is similar to the existing unlock system, which includes things like Metal Dragons, a Stronghold Slayer Cave expansion, and much more. They will, of course, go into detail on everything they've planned in the developer blog coming later this month, and, as always, respond to the community's feedback. So, it looks like they've got a really interesting month planned for us. There's Big Mo's May, which is a huge event throughout the entire month. If you love clue scrolls, or you just want to look into getting a bit of money, this is really a good chance to get some clue scrolls quickly. I really love the ideas of these community events, although I'm a little unsure about why they're doing this. Giving out free clue scrolls sounds a bit strange to me, especially in such an unpolled manner. They've also got the Shed Slayer, which to me, I think is going to be great, although I feel it's still a little unsure about who gets which task. To me, it still sounds like that the player who's friends with the person getting the task will just inherit their block table. However, the person getting their task won't inherit their partner's table. So I'd like a bit more clarification on that. And of course, we've got Content Poll 33, which will include lots of small, nice quality of life updates. And we've got the Slayer dev blog soon, which will have a lot of really interesting things, and I think will really help the players that love Slayer. If you want to discuss this month, please go on the forums or in my comments below. If you want to see the latest devlog the Old School team put out, please click here. It was all about the new website design that was proposed to them. And if you want to see the latest update to Old School RuneScape, please click here for mutagens, Mo, and much more. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share, and if you want to keep up to date with the Old School RuneScape updates, devlogs and polls, please subscribe. I've been Lewis, thanks for watching, goodbye.